Inside a sprawling 3,000-acre green belt in Jamnagar, Gujarat, sits one of the largest animal rescue operations in the world. It's called Vantara. And strangely, this mega sanctuary, housing tens of thousands of animals, is located directly within a massive petrochemical refinery complex. The project is the brainchild of Anant Ambani, backed by the immense financial resources of Reliance Industries. The severity of these allegations escalated to the highest legal authority in the country. The Supreme Court of India stepped in, initiating a formal investigation into the facility's operations. The Supreme Court deployed a Special Investigation Team, or SIT. Their mandate was to conduct a comprehensive, multi-jurisdictional forensic audit of every single one of Vantara's more than 40,000 animal acquisitions. They scrutinized the sourcing, the transport, and the paperwork. The final report concluded that there were 0 violations of either domestic or international wildlife laws. Every imported animal went through a multi-layered verification process. This required approvals from the Central Zoo Authority, local customs, and CITES, the international regulatory body that governs the trade of endangered species. This chart visualizes how those high numbers break down. The investigators found that the sheer volume of animals wasn't evidence of commercial trade. Instead, the facility had been scientifically certified for a massive carrying capacity, filling that space with abused rescues and strategic conservation transfers. The data empirically clears the project of the smuggling allegations. Vantara operates as a highly regulated legal endpoint for vulnerable fauna. But even if the acquisitions were legal, critics still pointed to the optics. They argued this might simply be a private, concrete-heavy collection for a wealthy family to keep exotic pets. The government formally designated Vantara as the National Referral Center for Wildlife for the West Zone. That official title shifts the facility from a private collection to a working national medical hub. The veterinary infrastructure requires 70 specialists across 11 satellite labs. Together, they process more than 2,000 diagnostic samples every single day. They also built specialized care environments that exceed standard zoological capabilities. For instance, the dedicated elephant hospital features giant jacuzzis and deep hydrotherapy pools designed specifically to treat severe arthritis in older, rescued elephants. Maintaining this level of resource-heavy medical infrastructure requires constant labor, research, and output. It functions exactly like a working hospital, which directly contradicts the idea of a static vanity collection. All of this raises an obvious question for the general public. If it's so advanced, why can't visitors buy a ticket to see it? This split-screen logic model shows the difference. The traditional zoo on the left is optimized for foot traffic. On the right, a conservation megacenter is optimized for stress-free recovery. Closed doors produce biological results, recently yielding the birth of 17 cheetahs. Prioritizing strict animal welfare over tourism revenue caught the attention of international auditors. A team of experts conducted a 9-day on-site evaluation, resulting in Vantara receiving a rare 5-year certification from the Global Humane Society. Restricting public access ensures the animals are treated as patients, not exhibits. That operational choice is what elevates the facility into a world-class conservation sanctuary. The long-term plan for Vantara isn't to permanently hoard animals in Gujarat. The goal is to develop proprietary veterinary solutions and export them globally. To accomplish this, they launched Vantara University. It is the world's first global academic institution dedicated exclusively to wildlife and veterinary sciences. We are already seeing this expertise deployed externally. The organization is planning a replica animal hospital in Kerala to care for local wildlife, and their logistics network recently provided rapid flood relief to over 1 million people in Punjab. When the Supreme Court's Special Investigation Team concluded their audit, they wrote a specific phrase in their final report. They officially classified Vantara as a modern-day Noah's Ark, recognizing its capacity to stabilize vulnerable species on a global scale. By surviving extreme legal scrutiny, validating its operations with hard data, and choosing science over spectacle, Vantara has built a working blueprint. It's an empirical model for the future of wildlife preservation.